We do know that it takes a village to make a school run and be successful. How many of you have operated a school? Great, we need some more school operators in the room. Okay, that didn't work. But I could tell you as a school operator, it takes a village to run a successful school. This next award is often given to individuals who work behind the scenes, and so many folks in schools work behind the scenes to make it all possible. They're doing the hard work so that things run well, and they may not be seen and always appreciated for all that incredible work. The most valuable charter contributor award is for any staff member, volunteer, or parent who is making a significant contribution in their school, and this comes from the nomination of our award winner from this year. Mrs. Crouch is a force. She began on our board of directors and spearheaded the efforts to purchase and renovate our building, bringing together a team of various professionals and overcoming internal hesitation. The result has been financial independence for our school, many years ahead of schedule. Then she became the school's CFO and has not only revamped our financial policies and procedures, but has done such a good job on those procedures that she is consulting with other schools in their work around the state. At the same time, she's part of the school accountability committee, the safety team, and ICS, and part of the school's overall advocacy and outreach. She is distinguished by her kindness, care, and determination, and Golden View is doing as well as it is because of her. She is also a parent of the school who has chaperoned extended field trips. She is everywhere, and wherever she is leading the way. This year's first most valuable charter contributor is Cortney Crouch.
You'll soon recognize that those of us behind the scenes like to stay there. But thank you very much. This is really quite an honor to be selected from such a distinguished group of charter school leaders, teachers, advocates, parents, students, and to be here today with you accepting this award as we kick off the 2024 League Charter Conference. There are a couple of people I'd like to thank. To my husband, Steve, who's here tonight, for the faith and trust in me when, as our, at the time, first grade son was starting his first grade year at a good school. We heard about this new charter school that was opening in Golden. And of course, my first thought was, what's a charter school? And then I got on the website, looked, and it was noticed that it was a classical school, and I was classically educated, and thought, oh, well, this would be interesting. So submitted the application, and our son was accepted about 45 minutes later. We went on the tour. I hadn't even told my husband. We went on the tour and walked out of the building immediately accepting his seat. And thus began not only our children's journey in charter school education, but my own. Because I walked out that day and realized that this has to remain an ongoing concern. I had to do whatever it took to make sure that that school stayed open so that not only our children could benefit, but so many others. What I didn't realize was that that journey would extend far beyond the charter school in Golden to so many charter schools in the state of Colorado. To Dr. Garrow, who wrote that lovely nomination, thank you. But more importantly, for the trust and confidence that you have put in me every single day to safeguard our children, our students, our staff, and our school. It means a lot. Thank you. So the nomination for this award, which, by the way, I didn't realize that I had been nominated until about a week ago, has given me some time to reflect on what it means to contribute. By definition, to contribute is to help or to assist. But I would intimate that when a contribution is made for a higher purpose, that it comes from a call to service. In this case, that call to service is to our nation, through the education of our children and the legacy of education that they will pass on to future generations. But what is the best education? What's the right one? Is there one? If I were to ask every single person in this room individually, I would probably get many different, unique, and individual answers. Yes, there would be heavy overtones that speak to charters and school choice, but the fact that we can even consider having an individual choice about the way in which our children are educated is unique and must be protected. Ever since the late 1800s, and perhaps even before, great political and philosophical minds have warned of the dangers of the progressive impulse and the impact on what William Graham Sumner of Yale referred to as the forgotten man, the taxpayer, the individual inevitably coerced or compelled into funding a group's progressive efforts to help the man at the bottom. Yet these pervasive impulses eventually sacrifice the individual for the happiness of the community. To everyone in this room, this is our call to service. As the leaders in our community, we must seek to place our children's futures and the future of our nation over the fleeting happiness of the community by protecting our individual choice in education. This is therefore not just about one person's contribution. It is about the individual contributions of all charter school leaders, teachers, advocates, parents, and students who protect our responsibility to choose in education and demonstrate that the happiness of the community is best served by the happiness of the individual. Thank you.
One more round of applause for Cortney.